Hi, I'm Elizabeth Hamblet, and I'm here to help you because I bet you've heard that students with disabilities who are doing their college search should do some research on the Disability Services Office, and it may be hard to know what to look for. So, I am a longtime college learning disability specialist, and I wanted to show you how I suggest you look around a school site and also what to look for. Now, you need to be aware that a lot of colleges don't provide any kind of specialized services like I provide at the school where I work for free, but that often your student will find support through other offices. It won't be disability specific, and it probably won't be done by people with a background in special ed. But this is the way colleges work, and I want you to be aware of the possibilities. So I'm going to share my screen. And we'll start where I usually start, which is Google minus AI to make sure that I don't get any AI summaries. And I have already chosen the University of Maine just because I had a quick peek ahead of time. So good students always do a little early research, right? So let's see. Oh, and I'm going to add disability services because that's what I'm looking for, right? Okay, so you may be surprised to see that this office is called Student Accessibility Services. A number of my colleagues use the word accessibility or access instead of disability in the name of their office, but the algorithm knows where to take you, so don't worry. Okay, so we're going to click on this. And what I am looking for here is to see beyond the accommodations, does this school provide any extra special help to students with disabilities? So we have examples of disabilities that are covered. I don't know if any of these would be a surprise to you from what I see on the internet. A lot of people don't realize that disability services at college don't just help students with what we call apparent disabilities. Like a physical disability. There are lots of non-apparent ones that we cover too. So let's see if there's anything else on this homepage. Well, let's see. There's a brief list of accommodations. Be aware that not every accommodation that you see on anybody's site is going to be available to every student that gets approved for accommodations, and also that not every student will be approved for accommodations. You have to be found eligible by the college. And so there's a process for students after they've been accepted and enrolled to then register with the office. And if they are found eligible, these might be some of the accommodations that they're eligible for. In the notes for this video, I'm going to put a link to a post on my website about what to know about these lists of accommodations. So this information on the Accommodate tool is just a computer program that a number of offices use to manage this whole process. So at least on the home page, here's how to request accommodations. I'm not seeing anything about any special services. Let's go to resources. Let's see. So we'll go under students because they're the ones who are looking for support, right? So this is all about the disability services registration process. I'm not seeing anything here that indicates that this office offers anything beyond accommodations. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to our search bar and I'm going to say academic, academic support. Now, this site specified uh, that it's going to search just the disability services site, and just kind of scrolling these headlines, I'm not seeing anything about learning specialists or special support groups. So I'm going to ask the website to instead search all University of Maine sites. Let's see what we come up with. Aha, so we have academic support, the Student Success Hub for the whole University of Maine. There's a special one for this college. Um, so I'm going to dive in on the first one. So Look at this long list of different supports that we have, and I'll slow down, I promise. So, student athletes get their own special academic support. There's a chemistry learning center, a computer science new media help lab. There's the library for research. There's an undergraduate writing center just for history students. There is special tutoring at the business school. There's a math lab, modern languages and classics language tutoring. There's even a whole office of student academic success. There are success programs that provide tutoring for different classes. Look at all of these resources. So clearly, your students can find help at the University of Maine. Again, what you need to be aware of is it's not likely that the people working with students are going to be those who are trained in working with students with disabilities. Colleges don't have to do that. If your student really needs specialized help, then you are probably going to have to find somebody off campus that whose services you'll have to pay for. So this is a school that doesn't do anything specific through the university's Disability Services Center. Now, another support that a lot of students hopefully will access is under health and well-being. What I am looking for is counseling, but let's see where this takes us. Aha, I was right. So we're going to go to health and well-being. So there is special kind of supports for interpersonal violence. There's a health center. There's all sorts of interesting things here. Psychological services provides services to the people of Central Maine, not just our students. So we really want to go to the student camp counseling center. So let's see. We're looking for their site. Look at all those nice people. So we've got their hours. They've got licensed social workers, counselors, and some doctoral and master's degree level interns working there. So again, you need to set your expectations appropriately. And everything that I'm talking about is what, colleges have to provide, but they don't have to go beyond that. Actually, let me take that back. They don't have to provide counseling. They don't have to provide academic support, but they do because they want students to come. So they have to, it seems like students have to make an appointment. Let's talk about, is it really free? And is there a session limit? Yes, it is free. Um, and there is no limit, but students typically get what they need about 5 sessions. I have not explored this extensively, but in poking around for lots of different presentations that I do, this seems unusual to me. A lot of colleges, I think, limit how many sessions a student can have on campus for the counseling before they will refer a student out, meaning off campus, to support that students will have to pay for, typically unless their own health insurance covers it. So, just to, sort of summarize here, Disability Services Office, not doing any special supports, but there are extensive supports at this school. Now, I wanted to show you a school that goes a little bit beyond the basics as far as specific disability support. So I had found the University of Nebraska Lincoln's Disability Services site, and I went under student services. Now there's transition to college, and this includes some information about the changes, what students should do if they're coming to campus, steps to register. But I wanted to show you that this school has an ASD transition program for newly enrolled students with autism spectrum disorder. They meet with a disability specialist 4 times in the semester. This appears to be free. Now, they also have the Autism Connections in Transition, which is something now this has not been updated. I'm recording this in the summer, but it appears that they had 4 meetings in the spring term. So I don't see anything else there that indicates any special services, but let's go to resources for students. So they have an academic resource center, and notice this is still under services for students with disabilities. So this school does provide training and resources and technological assistance to students with a range of disabilities, including in assistive technology. So that's something for students to check out. Now, under students with disabilities, let's see. Oops, screwed that up. Back to resources. Let's see what career services. Oh, we have psychological and counseling services. Oh, career services. Sorry about that. So I don't see anything specific to students with disabilities here, but perhaps they do something. I would be worth asking the office if they do something special for students with disabilities. Counseling and psychological services. This looks like it's just the site for all students, nothing specific to students with disabilities. And then there are some scholarships. They don't say that they are for students specifically with disabilities. But we have a few. And these are seem to be ones available to students at any college, not just those at the University of Nebraska. Now, I thought this was interesting too. See how they have counseling and school psychology assessment clinic. So they do evaluations. It's not clear whether they charge students. Typically, if students don't have the testing that they need or they've never been tested before, they have to pay for it. This would be a question to ask. Um, so all sorts of interesting things here at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. So I hope that you found this little video helpful. Again, my goal was to show you what search terms to use and looking around, to know what to expect, to kind of have a sense of where the bar is for colleges as far as what they are expected to provide and what they aren't. If you want to learn a lot more about the changes at college from the K-12 special ed environment, I offer lots of free resources. You're watching this on YouTube. I have lots of YouTube videos. I have a free blog on my main website. I'm on Substack. I post to socials. But importantly, over there in the corner is my book. And that is where you will get a really thorough exploration of the changes of accommodations that are and aren't provided at college, the expectations students have to meet, how to do some searches for colleges, what to be looking for. And I hope you'll find it helpful.